Imagine waiting ages for a massive game update. You hype yourself up, you clear your schedule, and then it drops and it is just a mess. That is exactly what happened with Phasmophobia this week. The developers at Kinetic Games have come out publicly and said they missed the mark with their player character update, and not in a vague corporate way. They straight up admitted they did not deliver on their promises. Today we are breaking down what went wrong, what Kinetic Games is doing to fix it, and there is actually some really exciting news at the end too. A crossover with Alan Wake that you seriously do not want to sleep on. So let us get into it. So here is the situation. Kinetic Games released their player character update for Phasmophobia and the community was not happy. Like really not happy. Players flooded the reviews. Feedback poured in from every corner of the community. And honestly, the developers listened. In their official statement they said, and I am quoting here, "It is clear we missed the mark on this, and we did not deliver on our promises to you." That is a pretty bold thing to admit publicly. They did not hide behind vague language or shift blame. They owned it. They also mentioned something interesting. The team has grown significantly over the last year, and they said that with growth comes a higher standard. A standard they admitted they failed to meet this time around. Now we do not have every specific detail about what technically went wrong inside the update. But what we do know is that the frustration was real and widespread enough that Kinetic Games felt they had to act fast. And act fast they did. But here is where it gets interesting. Kinetic Games did not just apologize and walk away. They got to work immediately. The studio deployed one major substantive patch and 2 separate hotfixes, all of them aimed at bringing the game in line with what they originally envisioned for this update. They have been reading feedback from across the entire community. Their words, not mine. They acknowledged the frustration and disappointment directly. And they said they want to earn back the community's trust. That phrase, earn back trust, is pretty significant. It tells you they know this was a setback, not just a minor stumble, but something that actually damaged the relationship between the developers and their players. The good news is that the response from the studio has been fast and transparent. Gaming communities tend to respect that. You can mess up a launch. It happens. But how you handle it afterwards says a lot about who you are as a studio. And right now Kinetic Games seems to be doing the right things. Whether the patches have fully fixed the experience is something players are still weighing in on. But the direction is positive. Okay, so now for the fun part, because we cannot leave on a doom and gloom note. Right now inside Phasmophobia, there is a live collaboration event called Phasmophobia by Alan Wake. Yes, really. 2 beloved horror experiences have collided, and it is something special. The crossover runs for 3 whole weeks, so you have got some time. Here is the cool part. Locations from Alan Wake 2 have been fully recreated inside Phasmophobia. So you are hunting ghosts in environments that fans of Alan Wake will immediately recognize. On top of that, there are new character skins, community challenges, and more surprises to discover. If you are someone who loves atmospheric horror and you have played either of these games, this crossover was basically made for you. It is a genuinely unexpected pairing that somehow works perfectly. Both franchises live in that dark, eerie, unsettling space that horror fans crave. Seeing them together inside Phasmophobia is honestly a treat. So even if the player character update left a bad taste, this crossover event gives players a great reason to jump back in right now. So to wrap it all up, Phasmophobia had a rough week with a big update that did not land the way it should have. But Kinetic Games responded quickly, apologized sincerely, and started patching things up right away. And to top it off, there is a 3-week Alan Wake crossover event live right now that is absolutely worth checking out. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe so you never miss gaming news like this. We cover all the latest updates, controversies, and surprises in the gaming world. See you in the next one.